boys and girls. I'm going to show you how to draw a fish called a shad. We're going to start with the shape of the body. The body of a shad is kind of like a football. It's an oval. I left room for the tail. The tail is shaped like two triangles that are kind of rounded on the ends. Next, I'm going to make a curved line at the top of each of those triangles, and then the stripes that show that the tail can move when the fish is swimming. The next thing I need to do are add all of the fins. A shad has many fins, one on the top, two on the bottom, and one on the side. The one on the top is shaped kind of like a rectangle, but it's sticking out at an angle. I'm making what looks like a triangle first, but then I'm going to come back to the fish in the shape of a rectangle on the end. Here again, I'm making the lines that show the fin can move. The end of the fin is dark and wiggly. Next, I'm going to make the fin that's on the bottom towards the tail. Again, it's shaped kind of like a rectangle coming out of the back of the fish, and it has lines to show it can move. The next thing I'm going to make is the fin that's underneath. This one's closer to the front. The last fin I'm going to make is the one on the side of the fish. It starts with a letter D. And then it has a triangle that comes out from that letter D, but it's a rounded triangle. I'm going to make some stripes on it to show it can move like a fin. Now I'm going to move on to the head of the fish. The head of the fish starts with gills. The gills are what allow a fish to breathe. The first one's shaped like a rectangle. Then there's one that's shaped like a letter D. But that one comes down and makes almost like a letter J around the shape of the head. And the last one is very curved and goes right up into the middle of the mouth. That's the next part I'm going to do, the mouth. The upper lip is a fat lip, and the bottom lip is a small skinny lip. Now I'm going to make the eye. A fish has a large shape around the eye and then another shape, another circle inside. We are only seeing one eye because the other eye would be hiding on the other side of the fish. The markings that are important on a shad are black dots along its back. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black dots down the back of the shad. The last thing you can do is make some scales on a fish. The scales on a fish are important. They're kind of like our fingernails. They protect the fish when it is swimming in the water so it doesn't bump or scrape on rocks. I'm going to make the scales on this fish by making curved lines all over the fish. I'm not making them straight, I'm curving them to show that the fish has volume. First, I'm going to go in this direction, and then I'm going to go again in the opposite direction, and it will turn them into X's. This fish is called a shad.